This is a 1979 Dodge Ramcharger, and what makes this piece of history so special is that it has an Alpha badge, and Alpha is a company that no longer exists, and they were based out of Elkhart, Indiana during the whole van conversion craze, and this just so happened to be converted by Alpha. You have RVIA, Alpha Vehicles. It was converted January 1979. And what makes it so special is that you have this one-off interior. So it's like flannel style or plaid style. And you not only have your bucket seats, but they're on van swivels, and I currently have that one turned around to show you. And another thing that Alpha did to convert this would be you have this back bench seat that was factory in all your Ramchargers, but this one in particular can flatten out into a bed, and you also have a hole for a drinking table / coffee table, or if you wanted to turn the front bucket seats around, you can have dinner in the back of the Ramcharger. The most notable options for the Alpha conversion package is you have the 360 AC cruise control, and it comes with tilt steering column. Then you also, here's the cruise control. And then, since it is a RV conversion package, it has a oil pressure gauge, has a clock, and this would have came factory with an AM/FM 8-track or an AM/FM CB radio. And then here's your AC vents. And not only with it being a Ramcharger, it comes factory with the full-time four-wheel drive. This also had an option for the outside spare tire carrier. This is also a Jefferson plant truck, so it had the screwed-on tag. I do have that. And then I also have a hood sticker.
Alright, so here I am on the computer. We're going to do a little bit of a deeper dive on the Ramcharger. And so kind of things to note. Obviously you have this this design on the side, the top, and on the hood. Kind of keep this in mind, that this design will pop up throughout this segment of the video, because I'm trying to figure out what the heck Alpha is, and what kind of company it was, and kind of going further in depth of research, you managed to find this design on GMC trucks as well. So, without further ado, let's get into the codes on the Ramcharger. Alrighty, so the VIN A10JF9C. A stands for the four-wheel drive trail duster Ramcharger. 1 stands for the 100 series half-ton. 0 stands for the sport utility. J stands for 6001, 8500, 79 to 80. F is 362 barrel. 9 is 79 model year. And C is the Jefferson plant. So onto the hood sticker. For some options on the Ramcharger, it kind of leads into the Alpha conversion package because of some of your base features before it got converted. You obviously have the four-wheel drive. The base, if I'm not mistaken, the base engine for the Alpha conversion is a 360. And then it also comes with some creature comforts of AC, tilt steering column, different gauges of oil pressure gauge, and then you also have your clock, along with you have I think a courtesy light package, because you have the ashtray receiver lamp and a glove box light. And then, not to mention, in the actual Ramcharger, where the back bench seat and the coffee table is, there are courtesy lights on the side. It has a heavy-duty suspension package shown by the heavy-duty shocks, stabilizer bar in the front, the heavy-duty Dana 44. It's got sure grip, the anti-spin, and also the 321 9 1/4 rear end. And for the radiator support tag, this one looks a little different compared to most of your other trucks, because this particular Ramcharger was made in the Jefferson plant, and so it had the screwed-on radiator support tag. And so a couple of the codes I'm not really familiar with, or just I couldn't really figure out how to code some of them, kind of shown here. So going from bottom to top, left to right, you have your body color, which is the T9 RT9. EC4 is a 362 barrel, also shown on the VIN tag on the door jamb and the hood sticker. And then also this W611. I have an idea what it is, but at the same time I don't really know. It just kind of confused me. And then your F9C matches the same as your VIN. And then the T9 recoded as well. Here, I was thinking it had to be something along the lines of how your cars were, where you have the your first paint code, which is, let's say, B5 blue, and then if the car doesn't have a vinyl top, it would have the same paint code again above, shown here. And then the B17, which I think is either behind here. Yeah, pretty sure the B17 is behind this ground cable. November 17th, 1978. JM unknown. This 06 is unknown. 5 is unknown. And then you have your catalytic converter code, the HCC. And then it shows again the AV1 code. And I'm pretty sure it's in the... Oh wait, no, it's right here. Wow, I'm blind. The 9 1/4 321, HA1 air condition, FA3, which is your 727 automatic, and then LC3 is your cruise control. And this is something I forgot to mention when I was talking about the hood sticker. Creature comfort of cruise control. So for the few people, if you're wondering, did we fire the Ramcharger? Yes. Did it run long enough to drive under its own power? No. But anyways, here it is.
Go ahead. Hold on. Let's give her a little take and tell you. Okay, go ahead. Put the arm out of the way. Ready?
All right, yep.
Go. Do it again. my finger might be. Go ahead. That's
Oh.
Yeah.
And then here is a picture of another Ramcharger Alpha owned by Buddy. This one is a burgundy color instead of the brown, and it has the same side stripe design on his. Buddy's Ramcharger runs and drives. Ours currently is not in the best of shape to be driven on the road yet. But, however, if I'm not mistaken, his also is powered by a 360. And then it has the same hole for the coffee table. I'm unsure if this is a factory roll bar that was in the Ramcharger, or if this was an after added idea, since it was a Ramcharger with a removable top, and then shown with the outside tire carrier. And then here is the picture of the front, and this was also a factory AC vehicle, full-time four-wheel drive. It has the same bucket seats, but these are reupholstered. And the gauge cluster is supposed to be a silver, not a wood grain. And this was added in afterwards. And this still has the tilt steering column along with the cruise control. So kind of comparing both of the Ramcharger Alphas, that they had a baseline modifications to them before they got converted over to Alpha spec. What the heck is Alpha? And I went ahead and saved you the trouble from having to look up the company, because there's really not much out there. So if I go to Google and you type in 1979 Dodge Ramcharger Alpha, AI just tries to help you, and it automatically shows the 1979 Dodge Ramcharger did not have an Alpha trim level. It didn't from Chrysler, but it did because Chrysler gave Alpha the go-ahead to convert some of their vehicles over to this Alpha spec. If you go to the Google Images, it brings up this little brochure of a 77 Ramcharger Alpha. And you scroll down a little bit, and you see Buddy's Ramcharger. And here's Buddy's Ramcharger again. And then here's another Alpha Dodge, but this turns out to be a 79 half-ton short bed. And then here is our Ramcharger that is posted. So what the heck is Alpha? So I go to check on the look up Alpha Vehicles Inc., Elkhart, Indiana, and AI tries to help you again, and it says, are you referring to Alpha Systems LLC? That is also in the same location. And I kind of got a little bit of hope that, oh, they're a distributor of component products and accessories for recreational vehicle industry, along with manufactured housing, commercial building, marine markets. This recreational vehicle industry kind of gave me a little hope, but then it got shot down whenever it. Actually, I'll just wait, back up a little bit. We'll put a pin in that. There's a company called Alpha Motor Corporation, and this is a automatic dead end, doesn't lead you anywhere, because this company was made Orange County, California, established in 2020. But however, the Alpha Systems shown on the previous tab, this is where the hope kind of died off, because Alpha Systems began in 1984, and I wonder if this company was a child company off of the original Alpha from the van conversion company. Maybe. This is kind of me taking it with a grain of salt and kind of speculating it. Back to that one picture of the 77 Ramcharger, and it was actually not called the Ramcharger Alpha. It was technically called Ramcharger Tough Truck. And then here is the name Ramcharger TT. And so it shows the Dodge Ramcharger has become another conversion in the ever-growing list by Alpha Vehicles. Alpha converted multiple other vehicles. Ramcharger is including of one of them. And you saw in the another picture of the half-ton short bed truck. But yeah, TT stood for Tough Truck. Features special exterior striping, tires, wheels, interior completely restyled. It's the one-off plaid flannel interior. You got the high back seats. You got a drink cooler, which I actually have no idea where that drink cooler would be, because shown at the start of this video, I kind of did a little walk around of the Ramcharger, and the drink cooler is nowhere to be found. Have a rear lounge, headliner, carpet, and side panels. And here is what the back bench seat or your rear lounge is supposed to look like, along with this coffee table. And then sliding over to this other picture, you see the back bench seat laid out into a bed. This is one of the Alpha conversion features, is kind of making a Ramcharger, a small half-ton vehicle, and turn it into a home away from home kind of thing. The your standard features whenever Alpha converted it over to this RV style, you have the 2 bucket seats on van swivels. You got matching interior all the way throughout the vehicle. Your bench seat converts into a bed. You get these interior courtesy lights. This is what I was talking about. The small drink table. The one-way glass. Mind you, it was late 70s. The tint wasn't really tint. Color-keyed side panels and a headline. Color-keyed strobe exterior. That paint design. And then of what you could have optional, which would be different tires and wheels, different radio, whether it be AM, FM, 8-track, or AM, FM, CB. And then you could also have the reclining seats shown right here on this side, which is kind of cool. And here's a better picture of the back bench with this courtesy light here. Once again, I'll pull up the picture of that 79 Power Wagon that is converted over to Alpha. Ooh, one thing I forgot to mention. Whenever Alpha converted over these Ramchargers, there was only 3 colors to choose from. The Cocoa Brown, Royal Blue, and Burgundy. We know of 2 Ramchargers, 1 brown and 1 burgundy. And then when I go through the Facebook comments, you might, don't worry, I'll point it out, but we might have an idea on a blue one, which would be cool because it would complete the 3 colors. And so here we are with GMC. Remember what I was talking about at the beginning, where the design was not only used by Alpha, it was also used by GM vehicles. You see this strobe striping on this Jimmy, and then on this GMC truck, you see the same design, and then here's also red, white, and blue And actually, while I'm recording this video, it's 3 days away from the 4th of July. So it's actually kind of patriotic as well. So you have these stripes on the hood and that strobe stripe. Facebook comments. When I made the post on Facebook and I asked people, it's like, hey, anybody ever heard of this Ramcharger? I said there was one other Ramcharger documented, but you can't find anything on the internet. And there was a lot of comments I got. Some were super nice and super helpful. I actually got in touch with the owner of the red Ramcharger, Buddy. I also got to see some alpha literature by a guy by the name of Mike S. And the comments go on, one guy says another one of 1,000 conversion van companies that popped up in the 70s and 80s. Elkhart, Indiana is conversion van capital of the world. It's cool that they did this to Ramchargers. Alpha was a conversion company authorized by Dodge to outfit these and were sold new this way. I have literature from Chrysler about these. This was Mike S.'s comment. Here's a person that actually didn't know that Alpha existed even before then, because this guy lives in South Dakota and they had conversion company Viking and Stamina. And as previously shown, it says they started as van conversion companies and then expanded to trucks, utility vehicles, and the Ramcharger classifies as a utility vehicle. Here's the comment I was talking about. This comment was typed by Jesse. It says the same thing, probably just one of many conversion van type companies, but also offered packages for trucks and SUVs. He has seen a blue one like it before, but of the internet of being what it is, I can't manage to find it, which is unfortunate, but no big deal. Be optimistic here and say that, hey, we have completed the 3 colors, but at the same time we didn't. And then here's the kicker comment that I also wanted to include. It says there were a lot of conversion companies in the 70s and 80s that went out of business long before the internet, and this is the big thing that I'm really kind of dealing with, is that all that's left are surviving vehicles and old magazine advertisements. Because showing that there's only 2 Alpha Ramchargers in existence, and the literature from 1979 Special Equipment Book by Dodge. I have a GMC Special Equipment Book on the way, and I'll make a follow-up video on this. So I kind of broadened my horizon of trying to find information on Alpha, and so I mostly cover Mopars, but I will dabble in Chevy or Ford. So I'm on this website, 7387.com, and if you go, let me back to the home. If you go to your 7387 Special Editions, and then it brings up a list of vehicles, and if you click on this Foxy Sierra, so the GMC Foxy Sierra was another converted vehicle by Alpha. Previously talking about that growing list of Alpha vehicles from that Ramcharger ad. And if you notice, the interior is slightly the same, the Ramcharger, because you have this strip in the center, and then this cool design. And then not to mention this center console, or I guess this would be the cooler. This has the exact same tabletop, or I guess lid, and it's got the same 4 cup holders as what it would be as your table in the Ramcharger. So it's actually kind of cool. kind of find that Alpha, the universally used parts in other makes and models of vehicles. But however, for the Foxy Sierra, it wasn't to the extent of a bench seat folding out into a bed and you have your swivel buckets. This is just a regular cab half-ton truck. Now we're at the end. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. First off, I want to thank Buddy for letting me use pictures of his Ramcharger. Thank you, Mike, for showing me the Alpha documents. And so, to kind of bring it all back, I made this video to kind of show that, hey, there was a company in the late 80s that built these vehicles, converted them over to this recreational vehicle style. I won't lie to you, I'd like to see more information. If you manage to have another Alpha converted vehicle, whether it be the years 77 through 79, GMC, a Ford even, it would be cool, because I'd like to kind of get the vehicle and I'd like to document it. And something I also didn't show, part of the VIN, I won't show Buddy's VIN tag, but I did receive a picture of it. And it turns out that the Alpha converted vehicles might have been a very low number of production. The VIN number of the 114140 is 41 models away from Buddy's Ramcharger. I don't know if that's within the 41 is Alpha converted Ramchargers, or if that's just different models and they just hand-picked random ones to get converted. So who knows? Maybe there's 40, maybe there's 1,000 some odd, or maybe there's 2,500. I don't know. Yeah, if you do happen to have information about Alpha, what it was in its heyday back in the late 70s, early 80s, I'd love to get in touch with you about it, because this is cool history of Mopar and Alpha. I would want to know more about. Personally, I have not seen anybody cover this kind of subject of car culture. So anyways, like I said, thank you for watching. Thank you, Buddy. And thank you, Mike. And hopefully soon I'll have a follow-up video for the Mr. Norm Charger. And after this video gets posted, I'll work on a follow-up video once I get the GMC brochure.